Welcome back to the channel and to a new episode of a brand new season of things you might not know about WWE games, this time the WWE 2K25 edition. So as always, this series will be an ongoing compilation of hidden features, Easter eggs, amazing details, and just general lesser known and cool things about this year's game. And with that said and the intro out of the way, let's get this one going. This is things you might not know about WWE 2K25. First up, let's talk Sami Zayn. So by default, this year's Sami Zayn attire is the one that you can see in the video. However, if you go to edit him, you'll see he actually features an updated attire in the curation suite. Now whilst this likely will be fixed in a future update, for now this can simply be set as an alternative attire. Now as we know, Shawn Spears is a brand new and returning superstar for the 2K25 roster, but what you might not know is that he actually features the amazing detail of having his own unique audio when he grabs a steel chair as a weapon.
Taking this thing out onto the floor now. Absolutely no telling what's underneath the ring tonight.
And Spears considers himself the chairman. Now he can prove it.
This is a similar feature from previous years when other superstars have their own trademark weapons, for example Triple H when he grabs a sledgehammer.
Down there.
Triple H grabbing a weapon he knows all too well, the dreaded sledgehammer. Sledgehammer, how you recover from that?
Let's now talk the Underground match. Now whilst the visuals in regular arenas for this match type really make the match type feel unique, what you might not know is that if you do an underground match in an outside daytime arena such as WrestleMania, it will lose its unique look while still looking pretty awesome in its own right. Sticking with the underground match, a bunch of superstars feature their own unique audio when they are featured in this match type. Some of those names include Roman Reigns, CM Punk, John Cena, and The Rock.
This is about as far from John Cena's domain as you could possibly get. Can the greatest of all time conquer the underground?
Well, one thing's for certain, Cole. Cena is about to be pushed to his limit. Well, tonight, Cena has to depend on Old Faithful. Hustle, loyalty, and respect. WWE Underground, acknowledge him. There is no doubt Roman understands the danger that awaits, and he is more than comfortable adapting to the underground. You're right, Saxton. It's because the OTC stands on business. Roman Reigns is ready for battle.
And guys, CM Punk has to feel right at home in this environment.
Well, over the years, Punk has trained extensively in Muay Thai, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. All of this gives him quite the leg up in the underground. Yeah, if there's any frustration that CM Punk needs to let out, underground is the perfect place to do it. Guys, I can't believe I'm saying this, but finally, The Rock has arrived in the underground.
Bigger than ever, stronger than ever. The Rock should be able to dominate here.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if The Rock treats this like an action movie fight and hits some explosive moves.
Now whilst the next thing on our list is going to be a thing that you do know, in terms of details, this year's blood is looking pretty amazing once again. You're going to be getting slightly different blood visuals with different times you'll bust it open, and as the match progresses it will eventually worsen and be on your superstar's chest, before eventually being on the actual ring mat. One nice addition this year is that in this year's game, female superstars can bleed as well, which is a first in the 2K series. A similar awesome detail in this year's game is this year's bruising, as that will also gradually appear over the course of the match, with it eventually looking something like this, with this bruising being the best we've ever seen in the 2K games. This year's game features many brand new entrances, including this one, a new 4-man entrance for the Bloodline. Now this one can't be selected in the motion list and is therefore likely exclusive to these 4 superstars when they make their way to the ring as the original Bloodline.
On the way to the ring, accompanied by Sami Zayn, at a combined weight of 758 pounds, Roman Reigns, Jey Uso, and Jimmy Uso, the Bloodline.
With these men back together, if they can stay together, it may once again be greatness on a different level.
And as awesome as the entrance was, they also feature a matching 4-person winning scene as well. From the Bloodline to next up Cactus Jack, who features some very unique brand new audio. This year 2K have added the classic Cactus Jack voice effects whilst he competes in his matches. No doubt a pretty awesome detail if you're a fan of Mick Foley. Now every year we get some superstars with hidden body art under their attire parts that you would normally get to see. Now we're going to be covering more in a future episode, but for now let's take a look at 2 new superstars this year, that being Ava as well as Tatum Paxley. Now, as we all know, intergender matches finally make their return to the series and can now be done in 2K25, which means this year all matches can feature both male and female superstars. A nice bonus to this is that 2K have planned ahead for these matches with some unique commentary. So some male versus female matches do get the special Rivals commentary treatment. This includes for Triple H versus Stephanie, Alexa Bliss versus The Fiend, Seth Rollins versus Becky Lynch, and Rhea Ripley versus Dirty Dom.
Alexa Bliss is facing her literal demon, taking on The Fiend here tonight.
I imagine The Fiend wants to bring Alexa back into the fold, whatever that might entail. Is she going to be strong enough to face him head on like this? Or is The Fiend's allure just too strong?
It's definitely something, Byron, something Alexa Bliss is going to have to reckon with tonight. This is going to be an interesting match between Rhea Ripley and her. What would you guys call it?
Well, for the sake of saving our rating, let's just say boy toy.
That seems like a safe bet, Corey. This might be the most scared we've ever seen Dom, and Rhea looks surprisingly calm about the whole thing. Knowing how well these two know each other, this promises to be an intense battle.
Tonight, Becky Lynch and Seth Rollins set their personal life together aside to go head-to-head in the ring.
I guess it's only natural for these two to have some healthy competition between them. It's bound to happen when 2 top superstars share one roof.
Yeah, you wonder how many times they've sat at the dinner table together wondering which of them has what it takes to get the win over the other. Now we get to find out.
Who would have thought this day would come? Stephanie McMahon and Triple H competing against each other in the ring.
Oh, I don't think this is so crazy. Yeah, they may be husband and wife, but their history together in the ring is anything but ordinary.
Yeah, this is just another entry in what has been one of the most exciting, dramatic, and celebrated love stories in all of sports entertainment.
Another thing possible this year, thanks to the removal of male versus female restrictions, is that unlike in previous years, male superstars can now attack female referees. This year's game features a few new title winning scenes, one example being a new one for Cody Rhodes. However, one that you might not be aware of is a new title winning animation for Hulk Hogan when you have Jimmy Hart set as his manager. Now let's talk once again about the Underground match, specifically now the new apron moves that have been added as part of this match type. So you'll likely know the more generic ones by now, such as the various suplexes, but some of the best that you might not be aware of include a super kick, a choke slam, and even an RKO. That is right, an RKO can now be done off the ring apron in 2K25. To make these even better, and the final thing today, is that these moves can also be done in the backstage ring in the WWE archive, which then means these moves can then be done in combination with tables. As always, share with me any details you think should be covered in future episodes in the comments below. Stay tuned for more like this coming to the channel soon, and until next time, this has been 101, and I will see you all on the next one.